or tails, a tossed coin, a metaphor for the uncertainties of life. Of course, the wise player always cheats.
Little strange. One of his missions tasks him with attacking people staying in a hotel, but the men in white suits seem to be meeting and guarding men in black suits. Jacket kills all of them, and when he checks the papers a few days later, it turns out the men in black were politicians for the Russo-American Coalition, and the men in white had connections to a criminal network. He remembers another article that mentioned victims of his attack were members of the Russian mafia, and Jacket wonders if there's a connection between the mafia and the politicians. But his thoughts are interrupted by another message on his phone. He completes his most recent mission, then a phone at the location rings. It's the callers, and they task him with going to the phone company to deal with a prank caller. Jacket heads to the phone company to find a man in a biker helmet using the computer. When Jacket enters, the man instantly turns and attacks him, and a vicious fight between the two breaks out. Eventually, Jacket emerges from the fight and makes his way back to his apartment. However, he again has a nightmare with the masked people. The woman on the left seems concerned that Jacket looks ill and suggests he sees a doctor. The man in the owl mask cuts in, angry that Jacket has come back, and says that if Jacket insists on coming back, he'll be the one that leaves. The man in the rooster mask then asks if Jacket has been thinking about the questions he asked him last time. He tells Jacket he isn't here to give him answers, as questions are the only thing he has to offer a man like him. The woman cuts in again, saying Jacket should rest, as carrying too much weight inevitably leads to the collapse of everything. The man in the rooster mask says the next time they meet will be the last, and offers 3 predictions before their final meeting. 1. Someone you know is not who you think he is. 2. Something will soon be taken from you. And 3, on July the 21st, you will wake up in a bigger house. Jacket again awakes in his apartment. Over the past few weeks, the girl has been living with Jacket, and now her effects begin to be felt. The apartment is much cleaner. All the pizza boxes and newspaper clippings are gone, and she's now staying in the bedroom with Jacket, although in a separate bed. However, the beds soon come together, implying a deeper meaning to their relationship. However, all is not well with our silent hero. Jacket still receives his phone messages, and the missions he's sent on become more and more dangerous. During one mission, the police begin a raid on the location he was attacking, and Jacket narrowly escapes. And during another, the gangsters set up an ambush in an attempt to kill him, but Jacket manages to escape the encounter with his life. These escalations are stressing him out, and disturbingly, he begins to see the corpses of those he's killed. Even worse, they talk to him. Then, one night, Jacket returns home to his apartment to find the door open. In the bathroom across from the front door, he finds girlfriend shot to death on the bathroom floor. Devastated, Jacket storms into the living room to find a man in a rat mask sitting on his couch. After a short conversation, Jacket is shot by the man in the mask. He awakes in another nightmare sequence, but this time, he's in his apartment. He wanders to the living room where he finds the man in the rooster mask sitting on his couch. The man warns Jacket that things won't end well for him, and he's going to end up all alone. He lets Jacket in on a secret, saying anything he does from now on will be pointless, that he'll never understand what's happened to him or why, and it's all his own fault. He offers no more answers, but tells Jacket to head for a warm bed across the hall. Jacket makes his way across the hall while Static changes his clothes into a hospital gown. He enters the room to find the bed is a hospital bed and find himself lying in it, and he finally remembers all that's happened to him. The attack by the rat-masked assassin put him in a coma, and everything he's been experiencing has been a combination of memories and coma dreams. The phone messages, the girl, the attack by the rat-masked man, all of these were real memories, but the conversations with the masked people in his dreams were parts of his mind battling to make him realize he's dreaming and wake him up to return him to the real world. Jacket recalls the predictions made by the man in the rooster mask from their last meeting, and he realizes all of his predictions have come true. His first prediction, someone you know is not who you think he is, was in reference to his friend Beard. Jacket's meetings with his friend Beard never happened because Beard has been dead for a number of years. He never fully came to terms with his friend's death, and when he fell into his coma, he hallucinated his friend working at the numerous storefronts. He realizes that when the phone calls began coming in and he found they targeted Russians, he went along with them because he felt he was getting revenge for his fallen friend, and that granted him some form of closure. However, he didn't expect something else to emerge during his vendetta to help him move past Beard's death. The woman has had a profound effect on him. With her, Jacket felt he may be able to move past the death of his friend and live in happiness. But with her death, that has now been taken from him, fulfilling the Rooster Masked Man's second prediction. And finally, Jacket awakes from his coma, confirming the last prediction of the man in the rooster mask. He overhears a police officer ask a doctor when Jacket will wake up, mentioning they arrested the man that attacked Jacket and have him locked up at the police station, but he isn't saying anything. Jacket drifts back to sleep, but resolves to find the man that killed girlfriend in order to get revenge for her death. When Jacket awakes again, he rises from his bed and ducks the searching eyes of the officers and doctors escaping from the hospital. He hazily stumbles back to his apartment building, where he finds his car.